And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Young to throw on 4th. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Smith to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And Chark goes in motion left. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Young, he's going to change it up. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Young to throw it this time. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board first here in Vegas. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Here's a diving catch right side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know in retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hey, gun. 21.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Following the interception, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Young now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young on third down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Young with it, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. 27 yards there. A first down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Garoppolo again. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
It got his man complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that one results in 35 yards. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Here is Young. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The left side throw complete to Adams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
11.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Young now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Young working out of the gun. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw, Young. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Young again. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young will set to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, it's Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Throwing, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's Young from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd down, Young from the gun. They still can't get him. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Raiders nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 66 yards. And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. The Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 61 yards from the red zone now. Young to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a carry for Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Young on 3rd down, rolling to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now Young on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, Jacobs once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right. Otherwise, that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught here by Adams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this.